Sup boys? I recently got a Blue Yeti, so if you're wondering why my voice has a lot more tone to it and it's a lot, you can hear my GPU fan, that's why. So enjoy my GPU fan, but also enjoy the brand new crispy Blitzy voice. But also enjoy this terrible video of Riley J. Dennis's, that gaming trans girl thing, asexual LGBTQIA and sometimes Y person. I don't know how to describe them, but that sounds about right. And it has suggestions for YouTube. Let's listen to them.
Hey everybody, so if you don't know, I've gotten a lot of harassment and abuse because of my YouTube channel, and YouTube itself has done nothing to try and prevent it.
Welcome to the internet. If you don't expect to get beaten down, then what are you actually doing here? Please, just go back from where you came.
This is still where my main audience is, and it's where I've made a lot of friends, but it's also been the source of a lot of bad stuff for me. So obviously, I want YouTube to be better. I don't think they can completely eliminate harassment and abuse, but I think they can greatly reduce it without affecting anyone's freedom of speech.
Well, that all depends on your definition of harassment. Is your definition of harassment genuine criticism, or is it the actual, legit definition, which is aggressive pressure or intimidation? I think we're gonna find out by the end of this video.
Because right now, YouTube has a problem. It's become a breeding ground for far-right response channels that literally just make videos in response to other people's content.
How can YouTube be a quote-unquote breeding ground for these channels when YouTube suppresses these channels for more progressive views like yourself?
It's a really good way to get views by leeching off of other people's work and getting your audience super mad about it.
So I'm a leech because I have genuine criticism. Wow, that's really good logic you got there. Can I have some?
YouTube, whether intentionally or not, has allowed this community to flourish for a long time.
Actually, the YouTube algorithm goes against these people sharing their unpopular opinions, some of which I agree with, some of which I don't, but still, YouTube doesn't exactly encourage this. It's just these channels have overcome so much adversity, such as Rags, who has however many thousand subscribers he has now, or I don't know, Top Hats, or Fratanga, or Bullet Berry. They're well, not so much Bullet Berry, but Rags, Top Hats, Fratanga, they're more opinionated channels, but they've still managed to flourish in this very, very family-friendly, unopinionated habitat, I guess would be the right word.
Their algorithms and ways of promoting videos have bolstered these channels without providing any protections for the channels they're attacking. And I think that needs to change. Otherwise, YouTube is going to be overrun by hateful response channels, and they'll scare away all the marginalized people who used to find solace in this platform. So, to help YouTube figure this out, I thought I would outline some actionable steps that they can take to protect creators and give them more control over their experience on YouTube. To be completely honest, I would be happy to see all of these harassment-based hate-mongering channels get banned completely.
Well, knowing YouTube, they probably would if they could, so it's not that far out of reach.
But unfortunately, I think that's unrealistic. So these steps are things that don't silence them or prevent them from making their videos. All it does is try to protect the creators that they're targeting. I don't think that's too much to ask for. Most of these are going to revolve around the block function on YouTube. Currently, YouTuber A can block YouTuber B, but all that does is prevent B from commenting on A's videos.
And you're saying it should be different? I think it should be less restrictive. I think there should be no block function, so that people are open to outside opinions and don't just stay in their little bubble.
It doesn't do anything else, and I think it can do a lot more. On other social media sites, blocking has a ton more functionality, so I'm not asking for anything that's really out there. I'm just asking for YouTube to be a little bit more like other social media networks.
Here's the thing though, YouTube is one of a kind. It's nothing like any other social media network. It's its own thing. It's not Twitter or Facebook, which are somewhat alike, and Instagram and Snapchat also can be thrown in there as somewhat in the same vein. But YouTube is its own thing. It's a video sharing website as opposed to, I guess, a thought or action sharing website such as Instagram.
And at its base, YouTube basically is a video-based social network. You follow people, you have your own profile, you comment on people's stuff, etc., etc. YouTube has even recently made the community tab open for everyone, which is supposed to be a place for people to share photos and status updates. And that's because they want people to use YouTube like a social network. They want to keep you on the site instead of you leaving to share stuff on Twitter or Facebook or whatever. They want to be the place where you're sharing content and engaging with it, instead of some other social network. Even if it sometimes acts like it wants to be a Netflix or a Hulu competitor, it's much more like a social network. And because of that, its blocking function should behave more like that of any other social network. Which leads me to my first point. If YouTuber A blocks YouTuber B, B's videos should not appear in the suggested videos section next to YouTuber A's videos.
Okay, so if I were to block some like random person from my sub feed, let's say Aiden Projects, if I were to just randomly block him, why should that action affect my followers' taste in videos? Like, my followers are free to do whatever they want. If they see an Aiden Projects video, they should be able to click on it no matter what I do to tell them not to click on it. Why should the creator's actions affect the consumer's actions?
The suggested videos section is often just called the sidebar. So let me explain how this would work. Currently, if YouTuber B makes a response to YouTuber A, that sends traffic from B's video to A's video. YouTube sees this traffic and thinks, oh wow, these videos are related. If someone sees one of them, they'll want to see the other. So it starts recommending B's video next to A's video. And it doesn't matter if A blocks B, that will still happen. What I'm saying is that it shouldn't. YouTuber A should have control over all of their pages. That includes their channel page, but also all of their watch pages.
Okay, so if... Okay, I think... I see what you mean. People should be able to suggest whatever videos they want. But what if... I don't know, like, the Young Turks were to suggest one of your videos, or Fox News were to suggest an Alex Jones video? It goes both ways. And instead of opening people up to other ways of thinking, it just makes people reinforce the beliefs that they have now instead of becoming more well-balanced people.
Right now, YouTuber A has complete control over the video, the description, the comments, but not the suggested videos. Why not? YouTuber A's viewers have to see videos in the sidebar every time they watch one of their videos. It's a part of the user experience, and having the sidebar filled to the brim with hateful content, insulting and dehumanizing YouTuber A is off-putting. In fact, I get messages from people all the time asking me if I can do something about the videos in the sidebar because it's hurtful to them to constantly see that. I wish I could give them a better response. YouTube should give creators control over their own watch pages. If you block a YouTuber, their videos should not appear in the sidebar next to any of your videos. It's that simple. As a kind of add-on to that one, there's another annoying thing that happens with B's video being linked in the algorithm to A's video. Let's say you're a viewer and you watch YouTuber A's video. You ignore the sidebar and leave the app and everything is fine. Then you come back a little while later and on the home screen you have a bunch of videos recommended to you. Currently, it's super likely that you'll be recommended YouTuber B's videos because you watched A's video. The association that it creates in the algorithm follows the user afterwards to continue recommending them hateful content that they actively try to avoid.
I don't think it's gonna be like that if you watch just one video. Like, I watched the Jake Paul Suicide Forest video. Absolutely terrible video. But still, I watched it, and I didn't get other videos about suicide on my homepage, so that means you're indulging in the YouTuber and going to their most controversial videos purposefully. Plus, if this were to happen and the YouTuber could have complete control of their sidebar, people wouldn't be able to find new creators because the YouTuber would just be plugging themselves. That's what's gonna happen. Even if it doesn't happen at first, that's what it's gonna become eventually, just a bunch of self-plugs. And if that does happen, believe me, I'm gonna take advantage of it.
That's the opposite of a friendly user experience. So in addition to blocking videos in the sidebar, you should be able to block videos from being recommended to your viewers as a result of them watching your video. Basically, there needs to be something in the algorithm that works with the block function to say, A has blocked B, therefore stop associating any of A's videos with B anywhere in the system, whether that's suggested videos or recommended videos or anywhere else. Also, if you block someone, they shouldn't show up in your related channels section. section. This is a spot in the lower right corner of your channel that just recommends channels YouTube thinks are similar to yours. But I'm sure you can see how that can be abused. If someone is targeted by like 5 different harassers, their own channel could then be promoting those same harassers.
You don't see people I've done videos on in the past in my, what is it called? Recommended channel section. You see, last time I checked at least, Linus Tech Tips and things like them. I'll put up an image of what it is. It's not Gotham Gaming. It's not that Call of Overwatch idiot. It's other PC gaming channels and other PC channels and stuff like that.
You can turn this feature off, but then it prevents you from showing up in other people's related channels section. The block function should be included in the algorithm for this too. So it knows that YouTuber A has blocked YouTuber B, therefore B can't show up in A's related channels. And for all the stuff that we've talked about so far, like blocking someone from your suggested videos, blocking them from your viewers' recommendations, and blocking them from your related channels, I think those should go both ways. As in, if YouTuber A blocks YouTuber B, then A's videos should not be shown in the sidebar next to B's videos. A's videos should not later be recommended to B's viewers, and A shouldn't appear in B's related channels section. I think this could help stop some of the dogpiling that is inherent in response channels, because it makes it a little harder for B's viewers to find A's channel. So the disassociation in the algorithm should go both ways. Also, when you block someone, that should prevent them from subscribing to you or liking or disliking your videos. On all other social networks, when you block someone, it blocks every way that you two could interact. They can't like your tweets or follow you or anything like that. Weirdly, that's not the case on YouTube. So even though YouTuber A has blocked YouTuber B, B can still be subscribed to A, still get a notification every time A uploads, and still be able to thumbs down every single one of A's videos. Why? Why is that still a thing? If you block someone, they shouldn't be able to subscribe to you. That's for sure. But right now, you have no way to stop someone from subscribing to you, which is a mess. If you have someone harassing you, you can't prevent them from getting a notification every single time you upload. I also think they shouldn't be able to like or dislike your videos if you've blocked them. They can't comment, so why allow them to interact with the video at all? There also needs to be 2 different one-click options for blocking someone who has commented on your channel. The first should block them, remove their comment from your channel, and store the comment in a comments from banned users section that's tucked away in the creator studio. The second option should block them and completely delete their comment from your channel. I think there should be 2 options because a lot of people are going to want some sort of archive for the hateful comments they've received, while others are going to want to get rid of them completely. But as it is right now, blocking someone on YouTube is like a 5-click process at the minimum. You have to go to their channel, navigate to the About page, open another menu, click block, and then confirm it. It's a tedious and time-consuming process that makes it impossible to do at any sort of large scale. Plus, you can't currently block people on mobile at all, which is just a huge oversight. So both of these one-click blocking options need to be implemented on the desktop and on mobile. They could easily be tucked away in a little 3-dot menu that's beside each comment. So technically, it'd be more like a 2-click option, but that's still substantially better than the current process. Also, YouTube should give users a way to only see comments from people they've subscribed to.
What? What? I'm not gonna subscribe to every single person who's subscribed to me just so I can see their comments. No. What? For real? This has to be a troll or something. Oh my god. What? I'm blown away. I honestly have no words. What?
This could be by allowing them to filter their notifications, or just being able to toggle a filter for how they view the comments below their video, or both. On Twitter, for example, you can turn off notifications for everyone who you're not following. That way, you only see notifications and mentions from people you're following. YouTube needs a similar thing. This would allow people to keep the community aspect of YouTube alive, even when they're being attacked by thousands of awful comments. I love the community aspect of YouTube, and I want to see it survive, but it's currently being killed by tons of nastiness. This could at least fight against that. I think YouTube could also just do away with the dislike button entirely.
What? What? Okay. Why? Why would you get rid of the dislike button? You can already disable ratings and it does the same thing. Plus, people... How would people like Logan Paul know that they did wrong with the Japanese suicide forest video? How would somebody know if they did something bad without a dislike button to show them that they messed up? Oh. Or maybe that they're wrong, or maybe something else. Oh my god.
YouTube is one of the few social media networks that has a dislike button. Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram all just have likes and comments, no dislikes. Facebook has 5 different emotion reactions, but none of them is strictly a dislike. Obviously, some sites like Reddit have a downvote, but I don't think Reddit is the site you want to be emulating, considering it's the home base for a lot of the horrible people on the internet who target YouTube creators in the first place. If your video gets shared on the wrong subreddit, you're screwed. So I think YouTube should just do away with it. People can express their dislike through comments if they want. But right now, it's really easy for people to abuse the thumbs down button and send thousands of their followers to go dislike someone else's video. Some people even have bots that mass dislike videos for them. It's just a system that is too easily abused. Also, YouTube should have a built-in feature that allows you to block all of the subscribers of a different channel.
Okay, so do you guys know about those websites where it's just huge lists of people to block? I think that's what she wants here. Just a huge list of, hey, block this person, or ooh, block that person, and ooh, block this person. We gotta stay in our little bubble because we can't be open to outside opinions.
This is similar to how blockchain works on Twitter. If someone is making hateful videos about you and sending their subscribers at you, you could simply click a button, block all their subscribers, and then they wouldn't be able to dogpile you with their subscribers anymore. Problem solved. Speaking of dogpiling, another feature YouTube could add is that when they see a ton of traffic going from one video to another, that should set off a red flag for that video to be reviewed for breaking YouTube's community guidelines.
Ah, the good old guilty before innocent system has worked so well in history. It'll totally work well for YouTube too.
Which specifically forbid harassment and cyberbullying. I know that YouTube has this technology because their algorithm knows when one video is driving a lot of traffic to another video. You can even look and see in your analytics to see where traffic is coming from. YouTube has this information. It shouldn't be difficult to set up a process that says if video X is sending Y number of people to video Z, it gets automatically flagged. I don't know what the threshold would be for the Y number, but I'm assuming YouTube could easily define some sort of parameter for that with all the data they have. Also, I'm not saying the video should automatically be taken down, just that it should be flagged for review and that a human should go review that video and ensure that it doesn't include harassment, bullying, or hate speech against a protected group. Related to that, YouTube's community guidelines and its policy on hate speech are surprisingly strongly worded. I say surprisingly because, in my experience, they're not enforced to anywhere near as tough as the language in their guidelines suggests they should be. They specifically ban speech that incites hatred against people based on race or ethnic origin.
Alright, well, I literally can't watch any more of this video. It's just too bad. So if you enjoyed this video, you want to see more like it, why not go down and subscribe, and while you're down there, might as well like the video. And don't dislike it, because that button apparently doesn't exist. So never dislike anything. I swear to God, I'll come to your house and I will personally stab you with a butter knife. Okay, so if you like this, for real though, go down, like, subscribe, leave a comment telling me how much I should eat a sandwich and slit my throat. Goodbye.
Nowadays shit's not the same. Life switched lanes, now these hoes act strange, and I lost my grip on the world and bliss. It's I think it's so damn strange what these people be saying. I could never even listen to a word that they say. I'm on the west side, that's the best side.